Good afternoon, this is R.P.Radford with 50 years of chess. I've brought to you an opponent who I've already shown my game against, but I had to show this one because the first time we met, which was in the 16th of September 1992, I hadn't known what he was like as a player until this game. And this is such a crazy game. He wanted to come at me and he showed a lot of aggression. So I returned that aggression back to him likewise, because you fight fire with fire. And I didn't consider him a strong player or anything like that. But these people, when they're like this, they're still dangerous, because if what they want to achieve becomes possible, they will beat you. But you have to counter their aggression with aggression. You won't overcome it with passivity. I don't believe in it. I think if people come at you and aggressively at chess and you take them on. And this guy is probably the most aggressive chess player I've ever encountered. And in a way, it's a good thing, because it made me play good. It made me play better. Made me play like I wanted to beat this guy. Because he was trying to beat my brains out. I had to do it to him. Sounds funny, I'm sure, but let's have a look at the game. You see what I mean, I think. It's Mr. Kevin Kamikaze Thomas, as I would call him. It was a kamikaze attack that he tried to do on me. And so kamikaze that I just had to show you it. It's an extremely short but fiery game, full of fireworks. He was graded 117 at the time, so he's only just started playing, really. But he's not one of these players who is frightened to have a go at you, no matter how much higher graded you are than him, as I was at the time. So, I was white, and I played e4. I played e4. He played c5, going into a Sicilian. So I'm going to go for the Grand Prix attack. But he threw in e5. I've never seen this before. What is this? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to carry on as I was meaning to, like I would with a King's Gambit, which I'm familiar with. Knight f3. He played pawn takes. And instead of throwing the d pawn out, I played bishop c4. I want to get my kingside castled, and I want to get after him as soon as I can. So, he played knight f6. I castled, bishop e7, and then I pushed my e-pawn on to make him move his knight. He went to g4. G4. I played d3 so as I can retake the pawn and get my bishop moving. So he threw in d5. No messing about, just straight in there. So I took it and passel, and he retook with the queen. Knight to c3, carrying on with my development. I can't take that pawn yet, but I will do in a minute. So he castled, and I played knight b5. So I'm equally being aggressive to him as he is to me. And sometimes this is what you got to do with people like this. They want to bully you, and you can't allow it. Queen back to d8. Bishop takes pawn, as I said I would. Knight a6. Not c6, a6. Because he knows I'm coming in on c7. So h3. He went back to f6. Knight g5. So I've got bishop and a knight bearing down on f7 at the moment. He played bishop d7, hitting my knight on b5. But he blocked off his queen from d6, so this was a chance for me to do something. Knight d6, bishop takes, and bishop takes, hitting the rook. And then he played this move. I just thought, what the hell's going on here? he played bishop takes h3. He believes that by doing that, he's won a pawn, because if I take his bishop, he would take my bishop. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go bishop takes f8. And he come in with queen d4. He's not interested in getting the bishop back yet. He's out for blood. He's after me. He wants to kill me on the chessboard. This kamikaze guy. Kamikaze Kevin. So I played king h1. Then he came in with knight to g4. Still not interested in retaking a piece. He don't care about being material down. He just wants blood. But he's left himself wide open for an attack. So I played, first of all, knight takes on h3. That's his bishop gone. He then comes into e3, attacking my queen with a fork. So I'm not going to withdraw the bishop. I'm coming out of my queen because I've got to go after this guy. I've got to get him before he gets me. I've got to kill him before he kills me. He played rook takes bishop, and then I played knight g5. And it's looking all of a sudden very bad for him. Very bad. There's no way back from this because he pushed the boundaries too far. He just can't play like that and expect to not get spanked. So he played h6, and I took with my rook on f7, so he can't even take that with his knight, which is what he should have done. And by taking that rook now, I have an undiscovered attack with my bishop on c4, which will destroy him completely. So he took with the bishop, but it doesn't matter. Rook takes rook, king takes, and queen mate. Very short, very sharp, very effective. Queen f7 mate. That was some game, because it's the sort of stuff you play in 5-minute chess, not in a league match, which is what it was. It was South Bristol versus Horfield in a league match in 1992. Needless to say, our game was the first to finish, which it was. It was over in about half an hour. But when I played him on the second game, you saw what he was like in that second game. He was going after me pieces, and I had to take him off of him and so on. And you just got to outplay these people in the same way as I was the wrong person to play in that kind of chess, because the tactics and that suited me great. But maybe a young or even an old person who can be bullied by these kind of players. You haven't got to let them do it. You've got to take them out. Let them know that you're not standing for it. So he did beat me 1 out of 4, which was the last time we played. We never got a chance to play after that. But I made a mistake and it cost me. He didn't let me off, so I give him credit for that. That was just one game where he played a good game. He never played good in the others. So here we are. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game. And I'll be with you again very soon with another. Thanks.